I'm trying to get to a net worth of $1 million in the next 3 years, and I've been researching which businesses to start to help me get there. I'm Cairo, you're ready for the deets, so crush the like button and let me show you what I've found. First up, we've got e-commerce. Now, 2020 being such a iffy year has definitely accelerated the adoption of online retail. So starting an e-com business in 2021 is just smart business. You could do it through Amazon. You could have them fulfill everything, also known as Amazon FBA. You could start your own Shopify store or on a similar platform like that. You could create sales funnels through a WordPress page. There are loads and loads of different options, and you could even dropship. Dropshipping is a great option because it reduces your initial investment, but it also results in far lower margins, so it means you make less money per product that you sell. People are spending so much more time at home, so maybe brainstorm products that might make being at home more enjoyable, more efficient, more effective, something along those lines. Now, a good example of this is actually Facebook. Now, we know them as a social media giant, but they are currently pushing their portal device really hard because it's a physical product that they know people might be interested in because they are stuck at home and they want to connect with friends and family, and that's why Facebook is pushing their portal to solve that need. Now, before starting your online store, paying for a domain, spending any money, you should brainstorm what you want to make or sell and then reach out to your immediate network to see if they would buy it. And if they're not interested, ask them what they are interested in. If they are interested, ask them to pre-order. Say, hey, I've got this XYZ thing. I'm thinking about making a whole bunch, but I need to see if people are really interested. So pre-order it, and if I don't end up getting my 3 pre-orders, then I won't make it and I'll just refund you your money. And if these people are in your immediate network, they trust you and they're very likely to say, hey, actually I am interested in this product. I will pay you upfront, give you a pre-order because I want what you are going to make. Now, Noah Kagan, he's an 8-figure founder. He constantly hits this point home. He's saying if you can't get 3 sales and if you can't make at least $100 within a 48-hour period as proof of concept, then you probably need to go back to the drawing board and come up with another concept. Now, I personally have had small wins selling merchandise for my band online, but I've yet to sell to any cold audiences, so that's something I'm definitely looking into for 2021. But one big takeaway that I've made from having sold some merchandise already is that you want to kind of test the water with a pre-order. Once you start building up a customer list, you can say, hey, I'm going to do this limited run. It'll be limited edition. It'll be customized. Do you want to pre-order it? And then those fans can tell you whether they think the idea is good or not. And they're telling you by putting their money in your pocket. If they don't like the idea, they won't give you the money for a pre-order. And when starting an e-commerce brand, or any brand for that matter, the more attention to detail, the more love, the more effort, the more thought you can put into your product, your packaging, your website, your design, everything, it all ties into each other and makes that brand experience for your customers so much more valuable. And that is why Nike can sell shoes for way more than you can buy them at a no-name brand shop. It's because of that brand equity that they've invested so much money into. Next up, we've got podcasts. And this is something I'm seriously looking into because the amount of ad spend from companies is just going up and the barriers to entry about starting a podcast are going down. Big companies like Spotify have gotten into the podcast game and they're paying creators like Joe Rogan $100 million to have his podcast exclusively with Spotify. So this is just another example of how the podcast trend is just going to keep growing from strength to strength. Now, in terms of starting a podcast, you don't need some crazy studio. You can get started just recording with your smartphone. You can make the audio even better by adding an external microphone. I recommend the Rode Video Micro. I'll pop a link down in the description to grab one of those. That'll help both for podcasts or for YouTube videos, or basically anything that you are using your phone with to record audio, whether it's audio and video or just audio for a podcast. The Rode Video Micro will help a lot, and it's pretty inexpensive. Now, a lot of podcasting platforms do charge a small fee. However, there is one called Anchor.fm, and they are free. You can put as many podcast episodes as you want on that platform. But when it comes to monetizing, they do take a commission. The way they monetize is that you can have listener support, and that is where a listener basically has a monthly membership to support the podcast, and then Anchor will take, I think it's 4.5% from that. And Anchor can also help you find brand sponsors that they work with, and then Anchor will take like 30% of that. So if you are interested in starting a podcast, you might want to test the waters with a free service like Anchor.fm. And then once you see how well it's going and if it is actually something you want to keep doing, you can move to a paid service like Buzzsprout or Captivate, which are two of the most popular ones. Now, there are many ways to monetize your podcast. You can have ads at the beginning, in the middle, at the end. You can sell your own merch. You can sell your own products, your own services, and you can make a lot of money with affiliate marketing as well. Essentially recommending a product or a service, and the audience member then goes and purchases that product using your code, and you make a percentage commission from having recommended it. Now, podcast ads work on a CPM basis. Now, CPM stands for cost per milli, basically means cost per 1,000 downloads. Now, generally speaking, CPMs in the podcast world start around $15 and can go up dramatically from there. So let's say you have 1,000 downloads on your podcast and you have 3 ads, one at the beginning, one at the middle, one at the end. So for that 1,000 downloads, you would be getting $45. Now, if your new podcast episode got over 3,200 downloads, you would be in the top 10% of podcasts worldwide. Now, the average podcast listener subscribes to 7 podcasts, and they tend to listen to more than 50% of each episode. The connection you can make with your listener is incredible. And with these high trust values comes the ability to recommend products and services and have them result in high conversion rates. Next up, we've got YouTube. And yes, you could have guessed it. I clearly think YouTube is a fantastic growth opportunity for 2021. YouTube is one of the few social media platforms, perhaps along with TikTok, that helps you find an audience by pushing your content out through their browse, suggested, and search features. Similar to podcasts, you can create a connection with your audience members that is mutually beneficial. The audience member is getting entertainment or educational value, and the creator is able to monetize that engagement. Now, I recently made a video about how to start a YouTube channel in 2021, so I'll link that in the cards as well as in the description. Now, if you're digging this video, make sure you crush that like button so I know that I'm on the right track, and it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, what was I saying? That was a YouTube notification right there. The next opportunity for 2021 is a social media marketing agency. So many businesses are moving online and starting in 2021, and that means there's so many entrepreneurs trying to spin all the plates they need to get their business running, get their business off the ground. Now, that's where social media marketers can come in, because they can help spin some of those plates by helping those entrepreneurs and businesses find new leads, find new prospects, find new customers, and sell to those customers, and then nurture that relationship so the customer doesn't just buy one thing, they end up improving their lifetime value over time thanks to the help of the social media marketing agency. Now, these agencies will generally leverage social media in the form of Facebook ads and other digital marketing strategies like email marketing to help grow that business. E-commerce brands need digital marketing. Real estate agents need social media marketing. Dentists need social media marketing. So there's lots of potential if you have those social media marketing skills to create an agency and find those clients. I've actually been freelancing for a music marketing agency and am now growing my own client list. So if you want to invest in your business with marketing, then I'll pop a link down in the description and you can schedule a call with me and we can see if I could possibly help you grow your business, see if we would be a good fit to work together. Now, if you want to learn more about social media marketing yourself, I strongly recommend you go through the Facebook Blueprint. That's a bunch of their in-house training. And I also got certifications from a company called Digital Marketer. They're one of the biggest digital marketing companies in the world. And they do paid courses and paid trainings that you can do. And once you've done the whole thing and you pass the test, then you get a certificate. So that always will help you in terms of getting new clients as well. Next up, we've got online education. People want to learn, and they increasingly want to learn online, especially because of what was going on in 2020. Now, there are huge platforms for online education like Udemy, Skillshare. YouTube is a fantastic platform for online education. Margins with online courses are really high, and the overheads are generally really low. Actually, most of the expenses will probably go into marketing the course in the first place. Now, if you don't currently think that you have a skill set that you can teach, then just get laser focused over the next 3 months. Help yourself achieve a result, help some other people in your immediate network achieve a result, and then you'll be ready to teach. You'll have that social proof, you'll have the testimonials from the people that you've helped, and you'll have your own personal story. You'll be able to say, oh, I went from this to this, and this is how I did it. This is how I can teach you to do it. Nobody wants fitness advice from an unfit trainer though. So don't be like those fake internet gurus who make money teaching that which they don't actually do themselves. This is where social media comes into play, and you can use social media to your advantage by creating some form of authority. If you knuckle down and you learn something and you become an expert in it, you don't need to be the top expert in it. You don't need to be the Tony Robbins of personal development, but you can be further along than the people that you are teaching. And that is a big difference. You're not going to charge the same amount that Tony Robbins does for his courses, but you can still offer value to people that aren't at the same level that you are currently at. I also think that as online education is booming, there might be synergies with other related products and services, like homeschooling, for example. So many kids are at home, learning at home. Their parents must be tearing their hair out. So maybe you want to create some kind of subsidiary product, some add-on product to help parents homeschool their kids. Whether that's like a desk organizer or maybe some kind of iPad attachment. The opportunities are endless, but generally speaking, when brainstorming, try and see what is having a big upswing and then figure out if there is something that you can do that can ride that wave. Now, regardless of the business that you decide to start, it's always wise to invest, and that's why you can click the link down below to get 4 free stocks from Webull if you're in the US, or if you're in the UK or parts of Europe, you can click the link for Trading 212 to get a free stock over there. You can watch these making money videos and these personal finance videos next. Thanks for being a part of my $1 Million Hustle Challenge. I'll see you in the next video. Let's hustle together.